How many times you have ventured into something very over enthusiastically and confidently and ended up just being clueless and helpless? How many times you have been part of a team which just failed because it had lot many captains? Fellow Toastmasters and Brandon, I faced these situations during my last Labor Day weekend. Me and my friends, my overexcited friends, decided let's go to Ohio Pile for this Labor Day weekend. If you don't know what Ohio Pile is all about, it's known for its whitewater rafting. It's east of Pittsburgh, and it has class 1 to 5 whitewater rafting. And we, first timers, decided let's go for class 4 rafting without no experience at all. Our well-wishers, our experienced well-wishers advised us, kids, you should try some class 1 or 2, get some experience to it, and then move to class 3 or 4. But we safely ignored them. So we went on a Saturday, sunny morning, we went to the whitewater rafting counter, took the tickets, got our helmets, life jackets, and we hopped on to the bus with other group of rafters, and took us to the rafting area. So we jumped out of the bus, we saw a good-looking raft, new raft, as if it's going to make a big difference. We jumped into it, and we picked our captain, who we thought was the wiser one among us as our captain, and gave all the hopes on him. And then, let me tell you, I was more excited than these guys, because I was thinking inside, I'm a better swimmer than these guys. So in case the raft topples, I know how to save myself. So the guide started giving all the instructions, how to do the paddling, and also commands for the captain, how to rudder the raft. And we listened to his instructions, and he went on and on for some time. And he finally ended up with one section saying, I don't care if you do not listen to the past 15-20 minutes of instructions, but please listen to this. But please listen to this command. Never ever let yourself stand in the water in your feet if you're tossed out of the water. Never do that. So yes, we, with all our other group of rafters, we moved in to the rafting area. Okay, now we started moving rafting one by one. Rafters went through, we followed all of the rafters, and there were a bunch of lead guides and another couple of guides leading us the group. And we went to the first mile, second mile, and those were like, the rapids were class 1, class 2, and we were feeling very excited. We were working as a team, the friends, although we thought, okay, we are good, we are first timers, and we are still doing good with our rafting. And we went through this couple of miles, and then the guide started with the announcement, okay, now we are moving to our class 3 rapid. Wow, okay, so we are excited, we are all very confident, okay, we are doing pretty good, we can go through the class 3 also very well. So the class 3 came in, and there were a bunch of guys sitting around in the rocks, and they knew what's going to happen from the past for the group they have done in the past. So we are all excited. We are moving all towards the rapids, and the captain was giving the command, okay, and just steering the team, and we are moving towards the rapids. And there was whole big gush of current out there, and we are following the captain's command, and there was the guide also just giving instructions on how to move it through. So we went on halfway through the rapids, and slowly the raft started tilting towards the right. So that is where everybody started panicking, and everybody started giving instructions to each other. So all the four became captains. And it started tilting to the right, and guess what happened? Two of us, me and my tour from the back, we just topped it out of the raft and went to the water. And there was one guy who was standing in the rock. He just jumped heroically inside the raft. So he was able to keep the raft afloat. So the other two friends were able to stand still in the raft. But guess what happened to myself when I went to the water? You know what I did exactly? I just went and stood in my feet in the riverbed, and I was stuck. Luckily, the gush of water, the strong undercurrent out there, did not allow me to be there in the trap. Just took me out of the trap, and I was able to start swimming and floating. And there was the lead guide out there. Yes, okay, one more guy. So he's just throwing the rope out there, and I was able to pull out of that. And he took me to my bunch of friends, their raft. So I could see their faces, not at all excited anymore. So all that was very evident. All four of us were very down, and the added embarrassment was we were the only raptor which toppled. Everybody else was watching the show. So it became very visible now. So then the guide started with the announcement that, okay, we are now moving toward the class 4 rapids. We all the four of us looked at each other. That helped us. We had no other choice but to go forward. Because we had another 6 miles to cover. We are already like 4th mile, and we were thinking what to do. So we moved to the class 4 rapids. We made the same mistake again. We had tilted towards the right, but this time there was no guide to help us. The whole thing toppled. All the four were under the water. And luckily again, the water current just took us, and our guides ultimately came and helped us and pulled us out, and we were put into the raft back again. So this further on, this went through with class 3 and class 4. We made sure our raft fall on every class 3 and class 4. And we were ultimately called the swimmer's raft. But the good side is, in this process, in this exercise, we saw we as a team changing ourselves, and whenever we got into the water, we were able to save ourselves without any guide's help. So in conclusion, the 3 mantras from this their vocabulary. 1, just do your basic research before you do any kind of such risky vocabularies. 2, listen to your well-wishers. Experience well-wishers before you venture into something like this. 3rd, please listen to your captain. Please follow your instruction. And for those adventurous souls out here, forget all these rules, just follow your heart. Thank you.